As a remote software engineer, your work days are long, your energy is low, and you are struggling to find time to focus on your fitness. Even though you know you should prioritize your health, that feels like an impossible task with the stress that is mounting around you. And look, bro, I get it. I felt this exact same way early 2024 until I found a simple method that helped me turn my life around. I literally lost 29 pounds in 8 weeks. I completely transformed my life. And that is exactly what I'm going to show you how to do today. But before we do that, I want to show you a few other people that I have helped do this that also felt like they were too stressed out and had no time to focus on their health goals. Okay, so first let's check out Dr. Rock. Now, Rock is an internal medicine doctor, so if anybody's gonna have a crazy busy schedule, it is gonna be a physician. If they can do it, we can definitely do it. But he came to me and he was telling me about his really busy hospital schedule, but he's also telling me he's feeling tired all the time. He is not happy with his body at all. And the line that got me, that I always chuckled at, was he's telling me, bro, I feel like I always need extra coffee. So right there I knew, okay, his energy levels are low, and I think that we can reverse this, we can transform this with a regimented plan that's gonna fit his schedule. So I said, Rock, you need the program, man. And he was all for it, jumped in with full force, and we fast forward just 8 weeks. You can see that he's completely transformed. He's got the abs coming in, he's lost 20 pounds, and he's lost 6.9 inches off his waist. But even more importantly than that, he is running up and down the stairs of the hospital. He feels like he has great energy and he's no longer needing those extra coffees. And another huge benefit of this is I'm happy with my body. You know, he's looking in the mirror, he's feeling a lot more confident now, and that can really change your mental landscape and allow you to tackle and accomplish a lot more things in your life. We really underestimate this portion of getting in shape. And then there's Mitchell. So Mitchell is a remote software engineer, and just like we are, so he was talking about how, look, man, I am just sitting behind my desk all day long. And again, the common story, he's feeling tired all the time, and he's like, I just need a change. What can I do to make this better for me? And a big thing that Mitchell needed as well was to have more clarity around what was going into his body. See, he would go through times of trying to eat healthy, but he wasn't actually really understanding exactly what was happening in his body, and he needed some more direction around that. But once we started clearing that up for him when he jumped in the program, he had a lot more control over his life, his eating habits, his health, and we found time very easily for him to get in amazing workouts, shed fat, gain muscle, fuel his body with the right things. 8 weeks later, he's lost over 15 pounds. His energy has actually increased, which is a funny thing because we are doing physical activity, right? Sometimes you think like I'm gonna be more tired, but it's actually the opposite. You're training your body to be able to handle these situations. You're actually making it stronger and more resilient, while at the same time, you're decreasing your stress levels, right? Cortisol is going down. So Mitchell comes on the other side of this and he's like, bro, I'm in the best shape of my life. And another huge thing that he really harped on was that he felt that now he had the tools and the freedom to be able to take control of his fitness forever. It's a lifestyle thing. He had the knowledge now to do this sustainably for the rest of his life. Amazing. And then there's me. I was struggling, guys. I'm also a remote software engineer, so I get the pain of just sitting at the desk. I was really stressed out a lot. And I had also external things happening as well. I was going through like a really rough time in my relationship. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was using food as my escape, man. I would just drink beer and eat food and not exercise at all, and things were just getting out of control. I was absolutely spiraling. So I literally felt exactly how you are likely feeling right this second. But then I actually had an epiphany and something really clicked for me. I was like, well, if I have the grit, the determination to be successful in my career, then I can take that same grit and determination, apply it to fitness, and be successful in my health. And once I did that, I decided to take control of my life, not let myself be this way anymore, and make true strides to change. And so for me, what I always know is that if I am under the weather, like I'm in a slump, I'm depressed, I'm not doing well, my stress is really high, then I need to do two things first. The first thing I need to do is I need to make sure that my relationship with God is on the right track, okay? I need to be praying. I need to be reading my Bible. I need to be saying, in Jesus' name, let's get my life on track. I can't do this on my own. This is my firm belief. So I start there. I start with my spirit. From there, I know the second thing I need to do before I'm working on mental health or anything like that, I need to get my body right. I need to get my health on track. I need to get my cardiovascular system working properly. I need to get my fitness under control. And when I do those two things, I start with the spirit and then I go to the body, my mind just frees up on its own. It is so powerful. The mind and the body are so much in connection with each other, and that when one is doing well, it really fuels the other to do well also. So after making this decision and moving forward, I did my own 8-week journey. And the results were wild, man. Literally 8 weeks. I lose 29 pounds and I dropped over 7 inches off my waist. For me, these two pictures, it's hard to even believe that's the same person 8 weeks later. But not only did I get in physical shape, I also felt my energy levels skyrocket, go through the roof. My productivity at work was so much better, was so much more streamlined. My performance went way up. Remember I told you I was going through relationship issues? I drastically improved my relationships. And I developed the max efficiency formula to help people achieve their dream bodies, to achieve their max energy levels, and literally get them in the best shape of their life. Okay, so let's talk about the max efficiency formula, break down exactly what that is. And the goal today is that you can leave empowered to do your own 8-week transformation. So I need to give you the tools to do that. Let's jump into that. So there are really 4 pieces that all work in tandem with the max efficiency formula. And we call it max efficiency because it is designed for busy people to get the most out of your training, out of your food, etc., so that you can be successful even if you have a demanding career like being a software engineer. So the first piece is resistance training. And we use high intensity resistance training with an eccentric focus. So what the heck does that mean? So first of all, we're literally just talking about your workouts here. But you design these in a specific way that allows you to be in and out of the gym. Your lift should be 45 minutes or less. And when I say less, I mean you can really get a good workout in 20 minutes, 30 minutes if you're training properly. So what you want to do specifically is you want to slow things down. You want to focus on tempo. You want a longer eccentric phase. So that is the lowering of the weight. Our entire goal here is to increase our time under tension. So all that means is we want to increase the time that you are in the lift, struggling through the lift, using the muscle that you're trying to work on and putting that muscle in the most stress that you can. Really want to forget about ego lifting. It is not about throwing up the biggest amount of weight. It's about doing a weight that you can control through the entirety of a movement. Really going into, if you're working that chest, man, you're doing like a fly, you want to feel it in the chest the entire time. On that way down, on that eccentric portion, you're moving through that movement slowly, lowering to the bottom. When you're at the bottom, you want to open the chest up. You want to hold it there with that nice stretch. This is what is going to tear those little muscle fibers so that you can regrow them and make them bigger and stronger. And then the last piece of this is that we're just going to be pushing as close to failure as possible. And when we go to failure, that means we do many less sets. That is the entire goal of training like this. We are getting the same bang for buck as a high volume program and much less sets. In like 1 to 2 sets, you're getting the same amount of work that you would get in 4 sets, 5 sets, because you are training with maximum efficiency. So that is the first piece. You have short workouts that you crank up the intensity. You move slow through the movements. You can literally start doing this right now, incorporating all of your lifts to fit this style, and you will be gassed faster than you've ever been in your life, and you will understand why you just had the best workout of all time in 25 minutes, 30 minutes. So now the second piece to the max efficiency formula is incorporating daily low intensity movement. Now what the heck does that mean? Bro, it just means walking. We got to get our walking in every single day. We got to get our 10,000, 12,000 steps daily. Now, that sounds literally impossible when you're sitting at the desk all day long, and that is why we have strategies to help with that. So for one, as a software engineer, you have a lot of problems that you need to solve. A huge recommendation that I started doing, and it actually improved not only my cardiovascular, was losing fat obviously, but it was also solving more problems at work. And actually Cal Newport, who is a famous computer scientist and the writer of the book Deep Work, please check that out if you have not, advocated for taking walks to solve your problems. When you are in your code and you hit a block, and you have those times when you need to think about this problem. There's something famous that we have all probably heard about in computer science called rubber ducking. In fact, I got mine right here. This is my little guy, my little bat duck. My brother actually picked this boy up for me. Love Batman. Do my rubber ducking with him all the time. But what I started doing was just taking him on a little walk as well. And you go outside, or even through your house, through your apartment, and you literally just walk around, think about your problem. Your eyes will dilate, you'll start to get fresher ideas. And I have solved countless problems since I started incorporating these little walks into my day. Now, you could get to your 10, 12,000 steps by doing just that, solving all your problems that way, taking 10-minute breaks on the hour, which you need breaks for your mind anyway, and just focusing on getting more walking in throughout the day. But that is still going to be very difficult. So the even better hack that is so simple that you will easily get your 10, 12, 13,000, whatever your goal is, steps per day is 2 words, and they are walking pad. Bro, I'm telling you, get a walking pad for your home office. They're just basically little treadmills that go on the floor. You get on there. You can put it at a low setting or even crank it up if you're feeling like you are just doing some busy work. We all have shallow work we have to do, going through your email, etc. You can crank it up for those. You can put it on even when you're solving something deep, but you're just doing it on a lower setting. For your meetings, absolutely get on this for your meetings. Even encourage your team. Say, hey guys, like, let's all be healthier this year. I'm getting this walking pad. Let's start doing this on our meetings. You can do it together. You can put it on your review. Say, I'm looking out for the team, man. I'm a team player. But you will find that if you are using this consistently in 30-minute windows, hour windows throughout the day, because it is that easy to hop on there. It takes so minimal effort. You're getting your steps, lights out, easy money. It will change your life and is one of the best hacks to improving your health, improving your energy levels very, very easily. And notice, we're not doing a ton of cardio in this program. Okay, in the max efficiency formula, we just want to walk. Can you do cardio? Sure, like cardio is great, okay? Like I like to play sports as well. I get a lot of cardio doing that. I play pickleball, that's what I'm mainly playing these days. So sport, that's up to you to decide. Many people tell me it's not a sport, but I'm still pulling for it. So of course you can get cardio in that way too. But maximum efficiency means the things that we can do all of the time, and you might not always be able to get out to the court or whatever it is that you're playing. But if you have a walking pad literally right there at home, you won't make that excuse for yourself. You'll hop on there. There's such a low barrier, there's such low friction that you will be getting your steps in. Your cardio will be going up easily. Now the third piece to the max efficiency formula is all about food. We have heard this before, abs are made in the kitchen, not the gym. That is very much true. It is a huge portion of this to being in better health, getting your fitness on track is definitely going to come through your food. But the problems for a lot of people, especially with stressful jobs like software engineering, stress levels are high and we want to eat. We're kind of using food as an escape and we don't want to just eat like vegetables and chicken all day long. I'm here to tell you, just absolutely do not have to do that. All you have to do is get clear on exactly what is going into your body. And what does that mean? That means doing that through tracking. Literally count 2 things, count calories and count protein. Now, a lot of people think that tracking is more restrictive, but I absolutely, adamantly disagree. I think that once you build that skill, and it's really not that hard, if you can tackle engineering problems, you can definitely track your food. It's actually very simple to do. Once you build a habit around doing that, you will find that you actually have way more freedom. You have way less restrictions because you don't have to eat chicken and broccoli all day long. You can still eat pizza, you can still eat burgers. And there's like a trend right now of people saying, oh, somebody tells you that you can eat pizza, like they're lying. No, I do this all the time. During that 8 weeks I was eating pizza, I was eating burgers. So were the other people that I've helped. The many people that I've helped were eating pizza, burgers, candy, desserts through this time. It's just all about understanding what is going into your body, front loading the protein earlier in the day, and then when that snacking comes to get you, which is usually at night, you're ready to do it. You have so many calories left that you can pretty much eat whatever you want, and all you gotta do is boop, 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 put it down in a little app. Now, as far as actual numbers, so you kind of know where to start. For protein, there's like some debate about this, but I would say a great starting place is a gram per pound of body weight. And you can even do that at your goal weight if you'd like. So if you are 250 pounds, you want to be 200 pounds, go ahead and put that at 200 grams. That's totally fine. And as far as your calories go, if you want to do things aggressively, so we were pretty aggressive in our 8-week transformations, then take your body weight, multiply it by 10, 11, or 12. Obviously, 10 is going to be the most aggressive, 11 in the middle, and then 12. And then that is your calorie limit for the day. You will start shedding weight, fat, so quickly, especially if you are doing pieces 1 and 2, the resistance training and the walking. And so if you're eating protein dense foods in your earlier parts of the day, that is going to free you up to snack at nighttime, to have large dinners. I have a big dinner pretty much every night. I go out to eat pretty much every night, and you can do the exact same thing. You just have to be smart about the calories, about tracking it, putting the protein down, trying to get that in early, and hitting your calorie goals and not going over that. Third, you want water, so aim for a gallon of water a day. And that's just a number that you know you're good at. You probably don't need quite to a gallon of water every day, but if you do that, you know you're gonna be good. And then you can put any of these other little tactics in if you would like. So intermittent fasting, for me, that works for me. I do that every day. It is very easy for me to not eat in the morning. I just lined it up with what was already easy. For some people, keto stuff is easy. For some people, carnivore stuff is easy, like cutting down, doing low carb or doing versus low fat. It doesn't really matter that much as long as it's working for you. The main thing that's gonna matter, the calories, the protein. Track those things and then put the other pieces in place to help you be successful there. And that is it for piece 3, man. The eating is actually a lot simpler than people make it out to be. We complicate this eating portion, this nutrition thing. I'm not saying that nutrition is not complex, it is, but it's very simple to eat healthy, to fuel your body correctly. It is just not that difficult. That is good news for you because you can just follow a simple formula and know that you're gonna be good. Now look, those steps, those pieces, 1, 2, 3, that's all you really need. Okay, that is the max efficiency formula. You know how to execute them, you know what they are, and you know specifically how to execute them, and you can just take that and you can run with it. But the problem is that you need consistent execution. And most of the people watching this video, even myself, the reason I'm making this video is because I've been exactly where you are. I have tried things in the past, and maybe some things worked, but I didn't stick with it. It wasn't sustainable. And that is where accountability comes in. So when I did this for my clients, I mean, they had me right there as their coach, and I was checking in on them every single day, answering all of their questions, designing steps 1, 2, and 3 to exactly fit them and their lifestyle. Now, you have the tools to do that for yourself as well. You do need an accountability portion no matter what, though. And so if you don't have a coach, then get a friend to help you out and say, look, can you check in on me with this fitness journey? Get a romantic partner, just somebody in your life that can keep you on track. And if you don't have that or you don't want to do that, then, use this guy, use your phone, okay? Post on social media about your journey. You need some form of accountability to keep you on track and avoid these slip-ups that are so easy to happen. We're so prone to doing, backsliding, etc. And look, it is okay to mess up sometimes. That's an even deeper reason why you need this accountability, is because when you do mess up, you have somebody there saying, hey, that's okay, let's pick you up, let's dust you off, let's get you back going forward, instead of letting a small mess up snowball into a complete backslide where you're right back where you were or even worse before you started. So speaking about this accountability portion, that leads me to what are your next steps? You really have 2 options. You could do it yourself. If you watch this video, and you can rewatch it, obviously you can rewind, you can go through steps 1, 2, 3, 4 again, and you can create a plan for yourself and tackle this thing. Like, you can do it. You have the tools now. But what I know for so many people is that oftentimes going this route does leave you feeling frustrated. Why? Because it's tough not to backslide. It's tough to stay the course. It's tough to stay on track with these goals, and especially with a demanding job, demanding career like software engineering, where stress levels can get high. You have that deployment coming up, and now you're stressed, and now your fitness, your health, it just falls by the wayside. It's so easy to do that, and I don't want that for you. I don't want you feeling overwhelmed, falling back into these same patterns. While I do fully believe that you can take the tools from this and you can apply them into your life and you can have success, I just know from personal experience how hard that is. So there is a second option. You can let me and my team guide you. We'll help you implement the max efficiency formula specifically designed for you and proven and tested on remote software engineers just like yourself. We'll just drop this system into your lap, and throughout the entirety of the program, you will have personalized guidance. You'll have calls with us, you'll have meetings with our physician on staff, you'll be able to take control of your health fully. You won't have to think about anything, and you will get results more easily than you ever have before because we know what works. And we'll set you up with a clear step-by-step process that has helped so many people in your situation get their health on track, get their fitness on track. And literally every single moment you spend inside the program from the beginning will be optimized, streamlined to get you there as fast as possible. This is why we do things in 8 weeks. This is why we see crazy results in 8 weeks. That is such a short time, but you can fully transform your life if you are doing it the right way and you have the right coach, the right team in your corner. So if you are serious about making a change and you want an effective plan that works for your life, schedule a free strategy call with me, with my team. We'll talk about all of your challenges in detail, and we'll map out a personalized plan on that call right there, and then we'll see if our program is a good fit for you. And if we're a match, then great. We'll crush this together. We'll talk about the next steps to move forward. But if not, no worries. You'll still walk away with a clear path and a plan to help you for your future. So if that's you, if you're the one really wanting to make a change, let's do it together. Hit that link in the description. We'll jump on a call. We'll talk about it. We'll create a plan to transform your life. I'm really looking forward to talking to you. See you soon, and stay kingly.